Joe Rogan has joined the chorus of voices demanding answers from Pam Bondi, Kash Patel and others in the Trump administration about the Epstein files on his latest podcast.
They've got videotape and all of a sudden they don't. You know, you have the director of the FBI on this show saying there's no if there was, nothing you're looking for is on those tapes. Like, what? Why did they say there was thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible shit? Why did they say that?
Right.
Didn't Pam Bondi say that?
What, are you talking about Epstein or Diddy?
Yeah, Epstein.
Yeah, she said it literally, I think, a week before you had the FBI director sitting here telling you there was nothing, right?
She said something about that there was like thousands of hours of tapes of people doing horrible crimes.
There is. And didn't the FBI dude say that there was nothing?
Kash Patel said there's nothing you're looking for. Oh, okay.
Online commentators agreed with Rogan, questioning the constantly changing facts in relation to the case. This commentator said, "The narrative keeps shifting, but the people remain firm. We are not letting this go. When you don't stand for the protection of children, you stand for nothing at all." And this commentator agreed, saying the way they lie to the American people is mind-blowing. And this isn't the first time Rogan has raised questions about the Epstein case. He dissected it with Elon Musk on a past podcast where they both agreed the perpetrators need to be held accountable.
But yeah, I think the public will be rightly frustrated if no one is prosecuted for the Epstein client list, no one at all. Which, no one, like at least, I don't know, the top 5 or something, like some number. There should at least be an attempted prosecution of the worst offenders.
Well, particularly if Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail for sex trafficking.
Yes.
Because, trafficking
that means sex trafficking occurred.
Right. So she's in jail for it.
Yes.
So,
who were the clients?
Yeah. Yeah, how do you put someone in jail and you don't even name the clients? That sounds kind of insane.
Rogan's questions about the Epstein list came after an intense week of scrutiny for Pam Bondi, Donald Trump and other members of the administration, who are desperately trying and failing to sweep this issue under the rug.
Why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled?
I don't understand it. Why they would be so interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different things, the Steele dossier, which was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
And today, Donald Trump went even further, trying to squash the story, now referring to it as a hoax. He slammed the Democrats in a Truth Social post, saying, "Their new scam is what we will forever call the Jeffrey Epstein hoax, and my past supporters have bought into this bullshit, hook, line and sinker. They haven't learnt their lesson and probably never will, even after being conned by the lunatic left for 8 long years. I have had more success in 6 months than perhaps any president in our country's history, and all these people want to talk about, with strong prodding by the fake news and the success-starved Dems, is the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Let these weaklings continue forward and do the Democrats' work. Don't even think about talking of our incredible and unprecedented success, because I don't want their support anymore. Thank you for your attention on this matter. Make America great again." And the president repeated this sentiment during a press conference at the Oval Office.
I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your attorney general told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that?
No, it's not the attorney general. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier. That turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net, and so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy. They're bad for picking candidates that can get elected. Like in New York, we have a communist running. He may get elected too, actually, but he'll destroy the city.
Trump's former friend Elon Musk has come out and slammed the president, saying he should just release the files and point out which part is a hoax. Commentator Matt Walsh agrees, saying Trump has decided suddenly, after years of saying the opposite, that the Epstein files are a hoax, boring, they don't matter, and anyone who talks about them is a bad person and a weakling. He's entitled to his opinion, but the idea that conservatives are obligated to also change on a dime and adopt this new perspective along with him is just madness. It's not even possible. I can't just decide not to care about the issue even if I wanted to, and I don't want to. And despite riding a wave of unmatched popularity, many of Trump's supporters aren't backing their leader on this issue. Commentator Patrick Bet-David said, "No one is bringing more attention to the Epstein files than President Trump. It's getting out of control and insiders should have a conversation. His team made promises they didn't keep. The base is pissed, rightfully so. Your base is not your enemy. Focus on regaining trust." This conservative commentator doubled down, saying the fact that Trump would rather lose his base and watch the entire ship go down rather than release the Epstein files should petrify every single American.